She dialed me in tears at 3 a.m. begging me not to open a certain message. But it was already too late. The phone vibrated once, twice, then it started to ring. Insistent like a drill through my half-sleep. I barely registered the time, 3 a.m. when I grabbed it from the nightstand. The light from the screen lit up the dark room in a cold, surgical way, making everything look unreal. Ashley calling. I swiped to answer, pressing the phone against my ear. I didn't even get the chance to say anything. Sobbing. Violent, ugly sobs like she was choking on her own spit. Then a broken voice, Mike, oh my God. Please, please don't open the message. Please, I love you, don't look. Please. I sat up, blood pounding in my ears so loud I could barely hear her. A notification was already sitting at the top of my screen. A new message, unknown number. One attachment. I didn't hesitate. I opened it. The image burned itself into my brain instantly like a brand pressed against raw skin. Ashley, naked except for some scrap of lingerie I had never seen before, straddling some guy. Her face twisted into a kind of wild, hungry grin I hadn't seen directed at me in years. The guy's face was partially visible, younger than me, ripped hands gripping her hips so tight it made her skin ripple. And then worse, another message popped in. A video. I pressed play like some sick part of me needed to hammer the final nail myself. The room was filled with her voice, her moans, her filthy words, things she used to whisper to me in the dark, but now screamed at someone else. Someone who wasn't wearing my ring. Someone who didn't care that she had a husband waiting at home like an idiot. In the background of the video, I saw a hotel clock blinking, the date stamped in the corner, tonight. Just hours ago, while I sat at home thinking she was doing face masks and drinking wine with her sister. She was grinding herself into some random guy, looking happier than I'd seen her in years. My body went cold first, then it started to shake. Not from fear. No, from the kind of rage that you can feel crawling under your skin like a million burning ants. I lowered the phone from my face, staring into the darkness of the bedroom, feeling the world tilt. On the other end of the call, Ashley was still sobbing, still begging, still trying to pull me back from the edge. I ended the call. I needed silence. I needed air. I needed anything but her. I threw on whatever clothes were closest, no socks, mismatched sneakers, and stormed out of the house, the door slamming so hard behind me, it rattled the windows. The night air hit me like a slap. I stood there on the porch, staring up at the black sky, fists clenched, chest heaving, brain trying to catch up to my body. The betrayal sat on my chest like a dead weight. Every laugh she shared with me, every time she looked at me and said, "You're my everything," every future we ever planned, all of it twisted into a joke I wasn't in on. And the worst part, it wasn't even over yet. I hadn't even asked why yet. I hadn't even heard the lies she was going to pile on top of the wreckage she caused. But I would, and God help her when I did. I didn't know where I was driving, until I was already halfway across town, the city lights smearing across the windshield like bleeding wounds. My hands were so tight on the steering wheel that my arms went numb, but I didn't care. I needed movement. Standing still would mean thinking. Thinking would mean feeling. And I wasn't ready for that yet.